Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bethany Empowers Tarot. I'm Bethany, and today we are going to do a special love and romance reading for Valentine's Day. So we're just going to look at the energy and any messages or guidance or advice you need for what's going on, what it's bringing up for you, how your relationships might show up around that time, any surprises, any gifts, anything you should steer clear of, things like that. All right, we're going to do some like overall theme, the overall energy for Valentine's Day. I am recording this the day before on the 13th, so for February 14th. And again, if you, I always say this, but if you see this after Valentine's Day and there are still messages that are relevant for when you're watching it, please take it. Don't not watch it or not take the messages just because it says it's for Valentine's Day. Okay, so what can we expect for love and romance? We have Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Amazing. I mean, we are still in that full moon in Leo, so I know that that is going to have a lot to do with this energy as well. So you might want to go watch the new moon. Did I say new moon? I meant to say full moon. If I said new, I meant full. The full moon in Leo. If you would like to, you can go and watch that reading that I just uploaded as well, to see more about like what we're releasing. But it's really about like perhaps you are letting go of like old soul contracts with people, so that you can step into a new version of your love life, right? So whether that's like an actual relationship you're having to end, or it's just an energetic contract, an energetic bond, a pattern that you've had to learn, that was difficult in relationships that you're ready to let go of. Could have to do with past lives, awakening, beautiful, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. Yeah, definitely go watch the new, why do I keep saying that? The full moon in Leo reading, because we were talking about integration there. And yeah, so it feels like around this time frame, around Valentine's Day, you're going to be letting go of the past and stepping into a new way of being when it comes to how you're showing up in love and relationships, right? So that could be having a new relationship, align your life, what is no longer in alignment with who you truly are. So that's what you're asking yourself, right, in order to let go of that. Let's get one more. Trust and niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Yeah. You might feel called. Yeah, I'm not going to keep that one, but this is definitely relevant. Pillar of light, your vibration is rising and you are the oracle. You're realizing that you know exactly what it is that you want, and you're not afraid to just like stand in that truth. I feel like there might be, what was I saying? You might want to go in a specific direction, whether that's like with a specific person, or just knowing that you want to pursue a different type of maybe relationship or person, right? And that's that niggling feeling. It's like there's no longer denying it. This is the direction I'm going. This is where I want to go. And you're looking at, okay, what is no longer in alignment with who I truly am based on this energetic upgrade, what this niggling feeling is trying to tell me. Like, I honestly, like for a lot of you, it feels like there's like, I have feelings for somebody, and I need to align my life so that I can be with that person. Non-attachment. So this definitely feels like the unbound energy, the like aligning your life. Like, what am I attached to that I need to let go of, right? The attachments create suffering because we have unrealistic expectations when we're attached to something. When we're attached, we are codependent, meaning we feel like we cannot live without that person. We cannot get what that thing or that person is providing for us on our own. So that's what you're letting go of, that attachment. Uniqueness. Yeah, see, that's the stepping into who you truly are. letting yourself be unique and like finding the right person for you. Right? So if you're already in a relationship, it's like a new level of this for you guys, right? Like perhaps you're doing this together. Or perhaps one or both of you have some attachments from the past that you're letting go of, and stepping into this new way of being with each other so that you can integrate the lessons and move forward based on who you guys truly are, not what you used to be. Yeah, open to life. For this one, I felt like for open to life, this could be like maybe wanting to, it could be wanting to create a life with somebody, right? So whether that's like starting the relationship, being committed, moving in together, getting engaged, getting married, or even children. I was feeling children with this, like being open to life, but it's also being open to what life has to offer. So like maybe that's, like not doing the same thing you've always done, not being with the same type of person you've always been, and being open to what life truly has to offer based on your unique vibration, and like not running away from that anymore, not running away from like what I'm really truly being called to do or to be with or what to experience in this life when it comes to love and romance, like letting yourself have it, self-exploration. So for this, I was feeling like you really, like, in order to be satisfied in a relationship, you really need to know yourself first, right? So it's like knowing what is pleasurable to you, knowing what feels good to you, knowing what doesn't feel good to you. You need to know all those things. And other people can awaken those things within us, and they do. And it's trusting that when that person awakens that within us, it doesn't mean that it's them providing it for us. It's that they simply reflected it back to us, that it was already there within us. So that's also something to look at, and how you become detached, how you get to this non-attachment, is because that's when you think that that person is the soul. Like, I need that person in my life to feel this certain thing or to live a certain way. It's like, no, they have a vibration that is awakening something within you that you can then embody yourself and integrate within yourself. Doesn't mean that you're like, then once you do that, you're not going to be with that person, but it just means that you might be holding on to these past beliefs about that's what a relationship is meant to do for me, is to be the thing that I feel like is missing from me. But no, they're meant to call you forward to become that thing that they represent for you. And you guys do that with each other with different things. And so I think that's what you're awakening to. New exercise program. So some of you might be starting to take care of yourself in a new way, including a new exercise program. I feel like this is very specific for me. Okay. But again, it's like we do need other people to, like I said, be that source. Like if they already embody something, like, so say you're going to like a personal trainer, they embody certain qualities that you need, that you're attempting to awaken within you, but if they're not meant to be there forever, right? They're meant to be there to teach you how to then take those qualities that they already possess and like make them a part of yourself so that you can then go do it by yourself, So don't become attached to the reason somebody might be in your life. You could also be doing this with your partner. Realizations and epiphanies. Okay, what are we realizing? What are we having epiphanies about? It could just be everything that I was just saying. Support and volunteer. So letting yourself be supported, I think you're having these realizations of like the areas in which you need support. And then I think it's also where you can support others, where you can give back, right? That's what volunteering is. It's like giving without expecting anything in return. So I feel like you're going to be getting that and giving that. You're going to be receiving it and giving the support to others. right, to maybe your partner, like perhaps you're meeting somebody new, or this is your current partner, where you are really capitalizing on each other's unique strengths that the other does not necessarily have fully embodied yet, and you're supporting each other and volunteeringly giving freely this energy to each other. And I think through that process is what you're realizing. Let me get one more just for balance. That one came out very fast. Parental care. I think that's what you're realizing through this process, is that you don't have to be attached to that person in order to be in a solid relationship with them. It just is like a different type of relationship that you haven't experienced before, and you're releasing the beliefs that you had about relationships in the past. We have parental care. I might want to pull some about that, but parental care is about, your parents are getting older and you're taking care of them. Why is this here? I want to know. Grief work. Okay. So with the non-attachment, I think you're releasing, with the parental care, it's like you're releasing, it's perhaps there's a part of you that feels guilty for maybe doing relationships differently than what your parents did, right? And as your parents get older, you're like choosing to, like, you're seeing where maybe they lacked, in an example of healthy dynamics within relationships. And it almost like the roles are reversed now, where you're taking care of them and they're learning from you, um, and I feel like the grief work is like the what you chose maybe in the past, or like what could have been, right? Maybe you like, oh, I feel like I wasted time. I feel like I spent time with all this time with the wrong person because I was like, attached, and I had this idea about what a relationship is, and it has to do with codependency and attachment, something like that. And so you're letting go of that. That's what you're releasing. That's that what we talked about, this like the patterns and the past life kind of energy. But you're being called to reverse, like, better than what your parents did, basically, is what I'm feeling. And there's some grief around it, around letting go of what you thought you knew, how you thought you were supposed to do relationships. That's what I'm getting. All right, so let's get some tarot now, see if there's anything specific. All my cards back, where they go. I have like piles of cards over here, you guys. It's ridiculous. I need to have a better system for my cards. Okay. We're going to use my Lover's Path Tarot for this. I want to see like what are some, so we saw like what we're letting go of. Obviously the full moon in Leo is helping us release some things. But like what else do we need to know about? Oh, geez. Oh, this is Leo energy. Look, it's the sun awakening, and it's Cupid and Psyche. Cupid, how perfect for Valentine's Day. I mean, that's not an accident, right? But this is like saying yes to happiness. It's saying yes to the awakening, allowing yourself to be happy. And I think that's has a lot to do with like how your realizations and epiphanies that you're having, is that I feel happiest when I'm this way in a relationship, or when I'm with this type of person, or when I'm with this person specifically. And your body is telling you what it is you desire, what it is you're passionate about, what it is you want. And it's about listening to that, and instead not getting stuck in, but I was taught this way, or but everyone expects this out of me, or this is what my family has always done. Like, no, it's time to really trust when you're struck by Cupid's arrow, like when you feel it fully and completely in your body about another person, and not apologizing for not feeling that, and then the grief work may be that, like, maybe, like I said, maybe you have to let go of someone that you've been with, or that you did have to do that in the past, and there's still like grief work around that, right? Like feeling guilty for choosing yourself, for choosing what truly makes you happy. But there's happiness here for you. Yeah, so the Four of Coins, the Four of Pentacles is about holding on too tightly or being guarded. The Princess of Staves, I want to say this is the Knight. She looks like she's the Knight because she's on her horse. The Knights are about action, but this is about like, and again, I'm feeling this person's moving away from this energy, which is moving away from that which they're holding on to, that's making you feel stuck and like you can't move forward, and moving towards with the Princess of Wands staves is what is you're passionate about, who makes you feel excited. Yeah. See, I'm going to do that. Oh yeah, triumph. And the Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles is about teamwork and collaboration. Like you can have the relationship that you truly want, the one that where you guys can actually work well together and build something solid and stable. And right, it can be passionate and desirable, and you guys can have that spark as well. I know that they're like, at least what I've experienced sometimes in relationships is that you either have one or the other and not both, right? So you either have like really solid like friendship and like, you work well together and you guys can do things, but then there's like not so much passion or attraction or magnetism, the polarity. And or it's vice versa. It's like you have so much passion and chemistry and attractiveness with somebody, sexual desire, but then like they're not a good partner, So it's like having the partnership and also the like the lover, the sexual, sensual passion, So it's like having both. With the Triumph card, this is about a completion, but it's also like feeling whole and complete. Feeling whole and complete on your own and then meeting somebody who's also in that space, but it's also like you guys make each other feel whole and complete because you're reflecting that back to each other. But you also, like I said, you show somebody where they lack and vice versa, and you guys help each other gain those things through your relationship, not to become dependent on that person, but you're like truly taking what their energy and like learning how to embody that within yourself. And it's like seeing the purpose of a romantic relationship through this type. And I think this is the one about the red string of fate, right? And the red string of fate is like having somebody who you've always had this like invisible red string of fate like tied to, and that you find each other and you feel like you've always known each other. The feeling of home, like that's the world too. Like also the triumph to me feels like it's like this is how they make you feel. They make you feel triumphant, like you can do anything. Ugh, I'm getting like emotional thinking about it. It's like a really beautiful, just like the way that they're embracing too. It's like, oh my God, I've like found my person. I've found this, that which I didn't think that I would ever find within a relationship, within a person. It's really beautiful. Let's see what else we need to know about this Valentine's energy. You're the King of Swords or King of Arrows. This is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This can be somebody coming in with communication. It could also just be somebody who has these qualities. Look, he has flowers in his hand. Actually, yeah, it feels like somebody who's coming in to like communicate, and like maybe for Valentine's Day, it's like getting that um that gift or like flowers, or someone who's like romancing you, someone who wants to pierce you with his arrow. Okay, I didn't mean for that to sound, how it sounded, but it meant through his words and his romance. Okay, guys, he's piercing you through your heart, not another area. That's not what I meant, but it could very much lead to that as well. Okay, we have Judgment. Judgment is about Judgment Day. It's time to make this happen. The universe is waiting for you to have this second chance, redemption, resurrection of this opportunity with a person. It could be with somebody that you've known, right? Like if you're already in a relationship, this is a resurgence of that, a second chance for you guys to heal and move forward and level up in your relationship. If it's somebody brand new, it's somebody who, again, you've just had this like red string of fate attached. Like you guys meet and you feel like you've known each other forever because you probably had past lives together. And then it could be somebody from the past coming back that maybe you had a connection with that didn't work out and they're coming back around. Transformation, yeah. So somebody who's had a transformation, you or both of them, someone who's gone to the depths and come back reborn. That's the death card. They could be a Scorpio. We have, let's see, the world could be any fixed sign. So Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Awakening, that's Leo. That's the sun. Judgment, I don't really think that one has one tied to it. So we have a lot of Scorpio. Someone could have Scorpio in the chart. Yeah, see, someone's done a lot of work on themselves. This is about putting in the work, inner work, developing the skills you need to be the person that you want to be in a relationship. If that's not something they've already done, well, I feel like it is maybe like for both of you. Otherwise, you guys wouldn't be in this place of having this available to you. But it is, you guys have both done that. But it could also be that this is what you guys are going to help each other do as well. Hey, sorry, my cat. Well, not my cat, but Bandito. He's trying to get the treats. I put the treats away, so he's trying to get into the catnip now. So that's wonderful. Okay, this is really beautiful. I want to get more about this with my romance angels, and then I'm going to cut this short because I have to get ready. Yes, sir, what do you want? You're not getting any treats. Go lay down. All right, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Yeah, so that's the new, right? That's the everything we've been talking about. So it's something brand new. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Didn't I say that? Didn't I talk about that? Like loving your uniqueness? They're just kind of like reiterating everything I said in the beginning. I swear, sometimes I don't even really need to do like really long readings because the first messages that come out, the theme check usually ends up being the entire message. Yeah, see, codependency, you guys, like seriously, addictions are affecting your romantic life. That's what we're healing from. And you deserve love. That's what you're like. You deserve to be loved for all of who you are, not for what people expect you to be, and that's that codependent energy too, is that like, oh, well, this person needs me to be this thing for them. And it's like, well, no, they need to learn how to go and do that for themselves, right? You're just meant to like, you can't be that for somebody for the rest of your life, right? So this can happen in like childlike dynamics as well, right? Like child parent dynamics as well. So, and again, that's where we first learn learn the how to show up in relationships is through those relationships we have with our parents. And so that's why that whole like parental care came through in the beginning as well. And the grief work is because you're letting go of that notion of this person needs to be this for me all the time or forever. And it's like, no, they teach you how to be that and embody it and awaken it within yourself. And then you go and be that. And I think the right relationship is going to the right person for you in a relationship is going to see the same thing, is that no, I can help you with this, but I'm not going to do it for you. I'm not going to be that. Like, I can't always be there every time you're freaking out, like, yes, I can support you through it, but like, you eventually have to learn how to do it yourself, and that's where that like codependency is, right? So yeah. And then retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Let's see, what am I feeling? This is feeling like, well, for one, I feel like after you meet this person, or if you're with this person, or like whoever this person is for you, once you guys are like together, you guys want to like retreat and go be by yourself a lot. Like, you want to disconnect from the world and just like spend time together. What else was I getting from that? Like, it's about disconnecting from, like, retreating and disconnecting from the world in the sense that you're trying to disconnect expectations that the world has of you. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. That could be some advice if if you're trying to force something to happen with another person or within your relationship, and then getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Yeah, so let it happen. Let yourself get to know each other and disconnect from the world to get to know each other. But you cannot you just can't force it to happen. It's available to you, but you cannot force it. So let somebody else's transformation happen naturally. Let your transformation happen naturally. Let you guys come together naturally. Let that person end the things that they need to end and make the realizations they need to end, that realize. And same for you on your own. I think if you're wanting to control the situation, you're also ignoring what you need to do for yourself, right? Okay, I need to go let this cat out. But yeah, I think that's pretty clear. It's a really beautiful message, and I'm sending you guys so much love. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you get everything that you want and need during this time. And if you would like your own personal reading with me, you can email me, and we could set that up. Follow me on Instagram at Bethany Empowers and Bethany Empowers Tarot. And until next time, I will see you again soon. All right, bye.